Hi, I'm Simone from Recenter. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to do a flow today that's specific for diastasis. So if you're working with diastasis or if you feel like your core is struggling to come back postpartum, this is a great flow for you to do. If you've got a yoga block or a Pilates over ball, that would be great. So grab one of those if you've got them, or even a thick book will be fine. And then come and make your way down to the ground. And we'll warm up on the floor first. So come to a place where your pelvis is in neutral. Start to get an awareness of your shoulder blades into the ground. You can come into cactus if you like and turn your head a few times, just allowing your shoulder blades to find the floor and get comfortable here. And then take hold of your block or your ball and pop that between your inner thighs. We're just going to warm up the spine with a few pelvic curls, getting some engagement happening through the pelvic floor and the lower abdominals, but also getting some mobility through the spine. So arms down by your side, keep your shoulders open, feet grounded into the floor. Take a breath into your ribs. As you exhale, find some lift through pelvic floor. Think of your hip bone sliding towards the belly button, and then squeeze on the inner thighs, tilt your pubic bone, and roll up through the spine. And as you come all the way up into your long diagonal, keep the length going through the front of the body. Take a breath into your ribs. As you exhale, keep the squeeze on inner thighs, soften through the chest, and roll back down bone by bone. Coming all the way back down to neutral. Let's take that again. Take a breath in. As you exhale, find some lift through pelvic floor, connect lower abs, tilt pubic bone, keep the squeeze on inner thighs and roll all the way up, lengthening through the front of the body. Take a breath in. And then exhale, soften through the chest and roll back down through the spine, bone by bone, and come all the way back down to neutral. Okay, great. Take the block or the ball away and rub your hands together, get some heat going. And then slowly feeling underneath your rib cage, just seeing if you can loosen out this fascial line. So almost like you're playing the piano, just loosening out this area. You can also take some sweeps down, just getting a little bit more mobility here. You can also have a little feel around your belly button, just noticing if there's any tension in the belly, if you can soften, just allowing that to ease out. Okay. And then when you're ready to, we're going to have a go at our first apnea in an asymmetric pose. So Demeter asymmetric. Walk your feet a little further away and get them to both flex. So heels pressing into the ground, toes are up, the whole foot's off the floor. Let's start off with the right leg crossed over the left. So I'm going to lift my right leg up and I'm going to cross the outside of my ankle bone to the outside of my left thigh. So right is crossed over left. And then I'm going to take my left hand to press into my right inner thigh, and my right arm is going to come back behind me. Now, if you feel like your left shoulder is coming off the floor and you can't reach your thigh, there's two things you can do. Either think about that right knee coming in towards your right shoulder slightly. So we're not like super turned out and you can't reach. You want to think about coming in towards the midline. Or take hold of your block or your ball and press that. So you've got a little bit more space here to keep your left shoulder down into the ground. We want to think of both shoulders into the floor, both sides of the pelvis nice and even. And then both feet flexed. Let's have a go here. 3 breaths, breathing into your ribs. Exhale, grow taller through the spine. Again, inhale, expand. Exhale, elbows going sideways. 1 more breath sideways with the ribs. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, slowly grow your ribs open. Keep the press of the hand, the length through the spine. Take a breath in when you're ready to. Exhale, release the air. Okay, great. Let's try that on the other side. So left leg is crossed over right. Both shoulders are going to stay into the ground. I'm going to press my right hand into my left thigh. Left arm goes back behind. Active flex through both feet. Take a breath in. Exhale, grow taller. Again, inhale. Exhale, lengthening. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, slowly grow ribs open. Keep the length, keep the press, keep the space in the waist. Breathing in, exhale, release the air, and bring that arm back down. Okay, one more on your back before we move off. We're going to take Aphrodite. If you've got a block or a ball, you can pop that between your inner thighs. Feet are in flex. If you don't have one, you can do this without. That's absolutely fine. Feel that you're in neutral pelvis to start. Arms are down by your side. Again, shoulders are open. Heels are pushing into the ground. Take a breath in. Exhale, lengthen spine. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, slowly grow ribs open. Push your heels into the ground, float your pelvis up, and then send your arms back behind you into high Venus, so that high V with length. Reach through the knees, push into the heels, take a breath in. Exhale, release the air. Holding breath, open ribs. Keep your ribs open and slowly lower your tailbone down, staying long through the waist and reaching back through the fingers. We're going to slowly lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back to neutral. Take a breath. Exhale, slowly bring your arms back down. Okay, fantastic. Take the block away. And then when you're ready to roll onto your side and make your way to hands and knees. And just take a moment here, feeling your hands and knees position. We're going to move a little bit in this position. So it's important to feel the structure of your torso with shoulders square, hip bone square, and feeling also through the length from the crown of the head all the way down to the tailbone. So I'm thinking of myself as a table here, nice and long through the torso. And I'm going to take a breath in. As I exhale, I'm going to lengthen my right leg away. Keep contact with the floor with the toes. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the air. Holding breath, slowly grow ribs open. Float your leg just up and curl the chin. Take a breath. Exhale, coming all the way back in. We're going to do that on the other side. So starting off nice and long through the spine, take a breath. As you exhale, lengthen your left leg back behind you. I'm keeping my pelvis square, toes in contact with the floor. Take another breath. Exhale, release the air. Holding breath, slowly grow ribs open. Float the leg just up. And now curl the chin over a tennis ball. Look and see if the foot's parallel. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back. Come down onto the forearms. We're going to do the same thing again. So feel the push of your forearms into the ground. Shoulders are nice and wide. Take a breath. As you exhale, slide your right foot away. Keep contact with the floor. Nice and long through the spine. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, open ribs. Float the foot off. And then again, curl the chin. Look, see if the foot's parallel. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring that leg back in. Lengthen the spine. Last one. Inhale. As you exhale, slide your left foot away. Keep contact with the floor. Grow through the crown of the head. One more breath. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, open ribs. Float the foot up. Curl the chin. Look to the foot. Take a breath. Exhale, come all the way back. Okay, take a stretch here. Take your hands forward. Lengthen the pelvis back behind you. You can either sit back towards your heels or keep long through the spine. And just before we come up to stand, we're going to take a pose on our sides. So come and lie down on your right side to begin. You're going to straighten out your bottom leg. And then lift your left foot just off. your right. So feel nice and long through the spine. It's almost like you are lying against a wall, so you want to feel nice and long through the whole body, hips stacked one on top of each other. And then take your left arm and reach it up and over, reaching through the fingers, flexing your feet, push through the heels. Take a breath in and exhale. Take one more breath, inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1, holding breath, open ribs. Float your top arm up and reach your top leg a little higher. Good, take a breath in, exhale, come all the way back. Okay, let's go other side. I'm gonna come over this way so you can see better, but you can just roll over if that's easier for you. So come all the way onto your left side this time. Your right leg is just above your left, and feel that reach through the heels, feel long through the spine. And then reach your right arm up and over. Look straight ahead, take a breath in. And exhale. Good, one more breath, both ribs moving. Inhale. Exhale, release the air. Holding breath, slowly grow ribs open. Top arm lifts up, top leg lifts slightly higher. Take a breath in, exhale, coming all the way down. Okay, fantastic. We're going to finish off with a standing pose. To get there, come onto hands and knees. Push your hands and feet into the ground with your toes tucked under. Come and find a downward dog for a moment. Pedal this out, bending one knee and then the other. And nice and long through the back of the neck. Feel your hands press into the ground. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Let your feet settle into the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly roll up through the spine. Come all the way up and tall. Okay, so grab hold of your block or your ball if you've got one. If you don't, we're going to be working with the thinner hand, so the option is there. Let's start off at the back of our mat. Hands are pressing into the block. Try and feel into the length through your spine. Feet are slightly, weight is slightly forward onto your toes. And feel that with the softness of the knees, you can keep growing through the crown of the head. Elbows are pressing sideways. Take a breath in. And exhale, lengthen. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, slowly grow ribs open. Slowly lift your arms up. As your arms go up, your elbows go to the side as your hands lift. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly coming all the way back. Okay, we've got 2 more poses, Freya and Persephone, to do. So we'll do this right and then left side. Keep the block where it is. Take a breath in. As you exhale, take a step forward with your right foot. So I've got a long diagonal line from my back heel all the way to the crown of my head. And if you come upright a moment, feel where that place is, and then tip forward. And that tipping forward is going to give you the length. Take a breath. And exhale, push your right foot into the ground. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, open ribs. Push your hands into the block or ball if you're using one. And then rotate to the right. And we're rotating the spine without shortening the waist. You want to try to keep long through both sides of the waist. Look over your right elbow. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back. Let the head, chest, and ribs come back. Take a breath. Exhale, come down into a full lunge. You can bring your left knee down to the ground for a moment. Feel the weight into your right foot, nice and long through the spine. Take a breath. Exhale, press into the block. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, open ribs. Float your arms up. And then if you want to, come up onto your right foot, so lift the left knee. Take a breath in, exhale, step up onto 2 feet. Okay, take a breath. If you need to shift a little back, go ahead, I'm going to do that. Exhale, left foot comes forward. Nice and long diagonal line from your back heel to the crown of the head. Elbows are out to the side. Take a breath. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, grow ribs open. We're rotating left. Stay long through both sides of the waist. Look over your left elbow. Take a breath. Exhale, come back, head, shoulders, ribs. Take a breath in. Exhale, kneeling down onto your right knee. Stay nice and long through the spine. Weight into your left foot so that you can come up if you need to. Hands pressing into the block. Grow through the crown of the head. Take a breath. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding breath, open ribs. Again, lift your arms up. And if you want to, come up off that back knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back down. Bring the block to the side. You can come onto both knees. Take your hands forward. Lengthen through the spine. If you want to come and sit all the way back down into child's pose, take your knees a little further apart. Chest down to the floor. Take a breath in. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing air. And then walk your hands all the way back. Push through your hands as you roll up through the spine. And come and sit for a moment in a comfortable seated position. You could sit up on your block too if that feels helpful. Roll your shoulders down your back and close your eyes a moment, feeling into the length through the spine. So as your sit bones ground into the floor, feel long through the spine and open through the chest. Let's take a breath in together, breathing into your ribs. And exhale, feeling the length and space in your body. When you're ready to, slowly blink open your eyes. And we are done. So if you're struggling at all with feeling the apnea, please do get in touch. I have a platform called Recenter that you can either do recorded content or you can join me for live classes. And for everybody that joins, I offer a fundamental session where I teach you the technique and make sure that you've got it correctly. Any comments or questions, please do leave them here. And please remember to subscribe so that you can get some new content. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.